I love the value that you're delivering, the questions that you focus on. And I know that you were just trying to get amazing content out to people who are trying to improve and learn and grow every single day.
I am beyond words, man. The level of professionalism here, it's high, bro. It's high. And the good thing is that this is something that you have near to your heart. I can tell that you're very passionate at what you do. I can tell that you take this very serious, and I love it, man, because it reflects in your professionalism outside. So what people see, it's you, man. It's the real you. It's the passion that you have. It's the poise. It's definitely something to admire. So I am really learning a lot about your production value, and I'm definitely taking some tips for myself.
Where to start? Like mind blowing emoji. Where is it? Just put the graphic up, okay? Designers, put that mind blowing emoji right there over my face. This was so awesome. I truly like the energy is amazing. Being backstage, listen, you got to get on the show just to be backstage. And in the conversation with JP, right? It's really enriching. All silliness aside, I'm a clown, but it's really enriching. I mean, these conversations are thought provoking. The topics, the expertise that you bring from your tech background, the experience that you bring from your guest background, how they just integrate is so beautiful because people are literally able to walk away with something that they can use, not just consume. Because we can be real good at consuming stuff and doing nothing with it. But the content creators allows people to walk away. They got the information. Now they can take the next natural step. It was palatable. It's tangible. It's actionable. This has been awesome.
The Content Creator University is the one-stop shop for you to learn about technology, where you as a content creator can learn on how to create content, how to create videos, how to promote videos, and how to bring that engagement that we also lack sometimes.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? Welcome to Unplanned live show, right? So we're here. Today's Friday, so I'm very excited to be here with you guys. I'm looking down because we also going live on multiple platforms right now. We are going tall, tall broadcast today. You guys know that every single week we go live, and this the type of things we're doing. So today, I was really looking into some of the things that we need to grow, and usually I have my glasses on, which is why I'm looking around like, yo, something is missing. So let me go ahead and put my glasses on real quick. Okay. So what I was talking about is that, I was reading an article here on LinkedIn, and I believe this is a very good article. I was thinking of sharing it, and, I was like, you know what? Why not just jump on a quick live stream? I know it wasn't planned, so that we can talk about, 5 tips that will allow us, right, you and me, to grow our content engagement. Now, why? Well, the more engagement you get, right, the more conversion you will get through the product services that you have, and the more you're making sales, right? I mean, we all want to make more money, sell more of our product or services. And so there are certain things that we need in order to grow, in order to improve the things that we're doing. And so I wanted us to go ahead and talk about those things in today's live show. If you're joining us, please let us know where you're joining us from in the comment section. I'll highly appreciate that. But yeah, we're not going to be long today, right? It's just impromptu, right? Impromptu, real quick, to talk about this so that we can keep growing and take this knowledge into the weekend and keep pushing it out there. So let's go ahead and dive into the conversation real quick, family, right after this. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into that. I want to give a shout out to the folks that are joining us. I can see where you guys are joining us from. So shout out to you. Podcasts go live on Instagram. And of course, we are going live on Instagram, YouTube right now, and Facebook for today. So if you're joining us also on LinkedIn, so shout out to the folks on LinkedIn that are getting us here. So here's the thing, family. We need to get more engagement, right? More engagement for our content that we're creating. If you're a content creator, and we already understand, if you're a content creator, it means you're somebody that is creating something, right? So if you've ever posted anything on social media, if you ever posted anything on Facebook, Instagram, when I say anything, I'm talking about a picture, a regular post, right? A text, you name it. If you ever posted something, well, you just created a content. Because content, that's what it is. It's simply creating something that was not there before. Even when you reshare something, that is your content that you're creating. So whether you're an author, right, a regular YouTuber, or a graphic designer, web designer, or you name it, a speaker, you name it, right? If you use technology, if you post, if you use social media at all, or you use a computer in any capacity, right? If you send emails, right? You name it, you are a creator. You're creating something that was not there before. And then you're sending it or you're sharing that for somebody else to receive, read, and get, education or growth or something positive out of that, right? So we're all creators in today's society. And we need to understand that the creator economy is one of the biggest economy today. It is a billion-dollar economy that's booming today. Well, a lot of folks, right? When I say a lot of folks, I'm talking about a lot of leaders, amazing creators, professionals are trying to leverage the creator economy. And now today, a lot of businesses are trying to leverage that, right? In order to boost their sales, in order to increase conversion, in order to really push, more of their products to you and me, into our emails, into our personal inboxes, which is why we have stuff like text messages, right? Where people send text messages, text marketing is called, right? When you receive a text about a product update or anything like that, they're really trying to push that to you, right? And that's the reason why. Now, here's the thing. A lot of those companies, you notice that they'll partner with a lot of creators today, right, in order to push their product. So you see a lot of influencers maybe partner with a brand and be selling products or promoting a product or something like that in order to get you and me to spend money, right, to purchase that. Well, here's the thing. At the same time, you also have folks that are amazing at their craft, amazing at creating content that is also trying to make a living off of that. So you have folks like full-time podcasters, right, or full-time content creators, right, or people that really want to go full-time but have a 9 to 5 on the side, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. All those people are trying to really grow. Now, here's one thing that I've learned in business is in order to grow, you need to get more engagement, right? And in order to get more engagement, there's certain things that we need to understand. So today, there's this article right here that I saw that was pretty cool, and I wanted us to go ahead and check it out, right? Which is pretty amazing. So it's giving us 5 tips, right? That I was like, I wanted to share this LinkedIn article, and I felt coming here, sharing this with you and I so that we can all grow with it together. All right, family. Again, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the folks that are with us on Instagram, right? Dinio Mola, sorry if I butcher your names. Thanks for joining us here on Instagram. And thanks for watching this as well on LinkedIn and YouTube. So let's go ahead and dive into the conversation real quick right now. So the first thing they're saying is post compelling content, right? And they're saying right here that the key to any successful, right, social media strategy is to post content that captures people's attention. Not only does this allow you to better connect with your followers, but it allows, helps you attract new audiences and expand the reach of your brand's message. Now, what does compelling content mean? Let's dive into that real quick. What does posting a compelling content mean? Because some folks will tell you that in order to get engagement, you have to post more, pretty much meaning the more you post, right, the more engagement you will get. But we already realize that is not really true. Right? You can wake up every day and post on social media, morning, half day, or evening. You can post 5 times a day. The more posts you release does not necessarily, translate into more engagement. And so before we even talk about that, what is engagement? We already know that engagement is not just having likes or comments. Engagement are people, right? Is when somebody sees what you post and felt compelled to click on that and to take action with your brand. Okay, which means that every post that we're releasing must have a purpose. It's very important, right? So before we even share something, before we even write something, because we're talking about compelling content, sharing compelling content, we need to ask ourselves one question. What's the purpose behind this specific content or post or article that I want to share? What's the purpose? Is the purpose to educate, right? Am I posting this or am I sharing this because I want to educate? Right? Am I sharing this because I want to promote my product or service? Or am I sharing this simply because I want to share a spotlight on a product or service that I recommend? What's the purpose of the product that we're sharing? Have you ever asked yourself that question? And I'm talking about this today because this is something that will help us create compelling content, just like the article says. So we have to take a step back and ask ourselves, what is a compelling content and how can I keep creating that? So what is the purpose behind this post that I'm trying to release, and how can this impact whoever will be reading that or whoever will be watching the video or the content? For example, I'm going live today, right, in order to educate. And I always say education is empowerment. So by educating, right, whoever's watching this right now, I am empowering you in order to take the information I'm sharing with you and go do something with it. But ultimately, right, the goal for this that I'm releasing is for you to take action with my brand. How? Let's talk about that. If you appreciate this type of content, this is the opportunity for me to ask you to go ahead and follow me. Subscribe to my channel if you're watching this on YouTube. Follow me on social media if you're watching this on Instagram, Facebook, or any other platform like LinkedIn, right? Let's grow together, because this is what we do every single week. We go live in order for us to grow together and really to look at the things that will allow us to improve our businesses so that we can really make more money. See, now I'm telling you clearly the reason for which I'm in your feed today. Is it clear, right? That's why I'm here. We normally go live every single Tuesday, right? Around 6 p.m. Central Time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern. Every single week we do that. And the main home where you want to do that is YouTube, which is at JP High Tech. That's where you want to go so that we can all grow together and be doing this every single week. Now, let's get back into the conversation. Purpose. So give your post a purpose. Now, here's the thing. Let me stop right now and tell you there's absolutely nothing wrong, okay? Nothing wrong with sharing a post with no purpose. Absolutely nothing wrong. Or sharing a laugh or something comical, or you name it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But at the same time, it is good to have the proper expectation in regards to what we're sharing. What am I talking about? If you know that the post or the content you're creating, right, or whatever you're sharing with your audience, because we all have an audience, right, with your audience, doesn't have any purpose or any specific business return purpose or return on investment purpose, then that's fine. And all we need to do is know that we should not expect any return on any investment attached to that, post that we're doing. Now, on the flip side, it wouldn't be very beneficial for us to mostly be posting things that do not have purpose and be expecting return on investment simply because from time to time we share things about our business, services, and things that we have to offer people in hopes that they will jump on it and really want to, purchase the product or, taking action with our brand. It doesn't work like that, right? So we need to understand exactly why we're doing stuff and how we're trying to, direct the conversation, because on our personal social media platforms, we are the leaders of the message we're trying to send, right? We control the narrative there. And so as we control that, we need to really understand what we're doing day in and day out and how we're doing it. Okay, so we need to choose when we're talking about content creation. We need to choose either we're more into creating video content, audio content like a podcast or you name it, having conversations, or we want to be posting articles or text, or we want to have a mix of all that throughout the week, right? So for example, me, I'm more video because I believe video has the more impact on people. That's why, most industries will tell you video has really worked for them. Personally, for my business, video has transformed my business and I've been very successful leveraging video to grow my company, which is why I work with other leaders, entrepreneurs, individuals, and organizations, helping them, build a premium brand, leveraging video, technology, and content creation, right? So video really speaks volume. Why? Because people can watch, they can have that interaction, engagement with your brand. You can share an emotion to them. They'll receive that. It's easier to impact an emotion to somebody through video versus audio or written text. And we all understand that today, especially having people with shorter attention span, which is why we have reels, 60 seconds or less and all that. People are really scrolling fast, and they want to get to the point faster, sooner than later. So that's why, video just works, because as they can see you, they can relate to you, and they can connect with you, and automatically they want to see what's the next step. So always remember that we need to add next step. That's what a compelling content is, right? A compelling content, right, is a content that truly is speaking to a specific pain point, is allowing you to share an emotion and cause that emotion to become, right, an engagement of some sort, of course, and having next steps. That's the only way that a content can be compelling, right? And having people take steps. Here's the thing I always say when I'm speaking, that people do not know the step they need to take. It doesn't matter if that is in your bio or in your tagline or your channel name, or you name it. You have to let them know that they need to take engagement. They need to take step and make that clear. How can they take step with you? All right. So now let's move to the next one here, which is pretty interesting in regards to, the thing that we're talking about here. Point number 2 is use attractive visuals, right? It's saying when it comes to social media engagement, visuals are key. People are far from likely to engage with posts that include an image or video than those that don't. That's exactly what I was just talking about, right? Now, when we're talking about visuals, family, here's the thing. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feeling right now, but we got to be honest with ourselves. If you know that your stronger suit is not graphics, right, or nice visuals, get the help you need, okay? Let me repeat. If you're not a professional graphic designer, if you're not a branding expert like I am, right, get the help you need. Ultimately, the more impactful your visuals, the better the reaction and engagement you will get. I don't care what people will say, doesn't matter. Here's the deal, family. When people can stop while they're scrolling because your visual or your post has an impact, was properly designed, is professional, is appealing to the eye, then there's some sort of engagement that will follow depending on what the content is about, right? The first thing is to get people's attention with the visuals. The second thing is to retain their attention with the quality content, which is the content, what you're discussing, right? That is something that people will stay for. Now, if it looks good, but the actual thing you're discussing is not research, or you're not an expert in the field, or it's not properly written, or it's not properly produced, then you will not retain them. You captivated their attention, so they stopped, they looked you up, but because it was not a quality content, then they decided to keep moving, okay? So we want those visuals to attract, captivate their attention. Then we want to retain them by the quality of the conversation we're having. And then we tell them clearly what will be the next step for them to receive more of that and to keep growing with you, which means that we need to have a consistency in the things that we're creating or that we're offering people, right? And a lead magnet, a lot of times people will, when you say lead magnet, they think of having a landing page and sending people somewhere. But here's the thing, simply sharing with people that this is something you do every week, and by following you or by, being in your network, subscribing and all that, they can expect to see similar stuff every single week, is a lead magnet already, because your page itself is leading them to connect with you. And if you put that out there, you want to follow through in the promises that you're giving the people that are following you, which is very important. What good will it be to, promise something and not follow through, right? It wouldn't be good to tell somebody something and say, this is what I'm promising you, and then you don't follow through with them. Well, that will be a problem, isn't it? So let's make sure that we follow through in all the things that we're sharing, we're telling people that we're promising them, okay? So let's continue here. Point number 3, which is use hashtags. Now, of course, this for people will be, yeah, man, of course I know that I got to use hashtags. But did you know that in regards to hashtags, right? On Instagram, for example, you can actually follow a specific hashtag, and the hashtags you're following, you can include that in the description of your post, and that brings in more traction to what you're sharing. So what am I talking about? If you go to Instagram right now, right? If we were to go on Instagram, and I'm doing this right in front of you so that you can see, and you can actually search for a specific hashtag, right? So if I put in hashtag, I don't know, Ecamm, right? Ecamm, right? If I were to put a hashtag Ecamm, for example, which is a product that I use, I can click on that hashtag. And as you can see right here, there's a follow button. So I can click follow. So you can follow any hashtag, right? Which is very powerful. So you can hit the follow button, which I'm about to follow right now. And you see that now that you follow that, this will be part of your feed. Now that you follow it though, something powerful that happens is when you start adding this hashtag to your content, right, to the post that you're releasing on Instagram, for example, now there will be more reach because the algorithm will send it to more people because they've noticed one thing, that you're following the hashtag, one, and second, you're using the hashtag in the post or articles or videos that you're sharing on Instagram. So now the algorithm is going to favor your post and send it to more people. So a pro tip I will give you is follow the hashtags that your business is all about. Okay. Don't just follow any kind of hashtag. Make sure you follow specific hashtag that makes sense to the type of things that you talk about. And so whenever you use those hashtags in your content that you're posting, you get more reach. Right. And so that's another tip right there as well. But we're talking about YouTube, for example, right? We need to remember that on YouTube, we can use hashtag in the description of our text. So if you have a video and then you have the description of it at the very bottom, if you use a hashtag, then the hashtag will be at the top right here of the video. So as a matter of fact, let me right here go to my YouTube channel, right? And so right here, I'm going to go and click on, let me go to my videos, right? And I'm going to go ahead and click on any video real quick. So let me come right here. Let me see. I'm looking for one of my live streams where I do what I'm talking about so that you guys can see. So if I were to, for example, come right here, right? So if you were to, I didn't add it to this one. So pretty much when you go to the description, at the very bottom, you want to add a hashtag. So whenever you add a hashtag, what's going to happen is it will show right here, right? Which is amazing. I can't remember specifically on what video I've done that, but this is something that I normally do quite often. And so that helps you follow the hashtag as well. And the good thing about this as well is that even on YouTube, you can follow a specific hashtag, right? So again, if I were to put in hashtag Ecamm Live, for example, on YouTube, the beauty about that is, as you can see, the hashtag shows up, right? And now you can see, for example, how many videos are attached to this hashtag, right? Which is awesome. And you can click on a specific hashtag. And now look at that. Now you can follow this specific hashtag with all of the content that you appreciate from a specific hashtag, which is amazing as well. So use that, in order to help grow your engagement with the content that you're creating when we're talking about using hashtag in your videos. Hopefully this is adding value to somebody out there. If you appreciate it, let me know in the comment section below. That's why we're doing this. And if you're getting anything out of this, let me know as well. I'll highly appreciate that. All right. Point number 4, engage with your followers. And again, these are things that we may know that, oh yeah, of course I know to engage with my followers, but do you? Right? Do you really know how to engage with your followers? And this is not something that I'm just saying just to test or say that you're not smart. I know you're very smart. Every content creator, especially people in my community, are super smart. Some of them are even better than me at creating a lot of the content that we're talking about. So we're just growing together here, right? So one thing I will ask you is, do we truly understand what it means to engage with our followers? Well, of course, some people will say, of course, JP, I understand that I should be answering the questions that people are asking, right, in the comments. Of course, you should be doing that. I should be, helping people whenever they're sharing. For example, I should be thanking them, and I should be helping whenever anybody asks a question or anybody needs support. Those things, yes. But here's another thing as well that helped me in my business, right, is not only I'm engaging with people that follow me, but out of the people that follow me, because I'm truly engaging with them, I discovered that some of them are content creators. Some of them have a legitimate YouTube channel, right? Or some of them are actual creators that release content on a recurring basis. So what did I do? I went out of my way, right, to not only, right, follow them and have that connection with them, but I start engaging on their content. Right. For example, there's an amazing creator called Walter Jeanette that we're connected. He's a fellow creator. Right. And I engage on his content, meaning whenever I come across his live stream, whenever I see him, having a content that he's putting out there or sharing something on social, I like it. If I have something to say, I'll comment on there. If it's live, I'll join the live feed if I have some time in order to engage in the comment section. And here is another trick that I'll give you, another tip that worked for me. Whenever people share content, right, and it's specifically about empowering or educating, or is about a pain point or something that has to do with your expertise, and you can help, I highly encourage you to take the time and provide that solution. Put a comment, share your solution with them. What that does is, especially if you do that in different communities, people will notice you. And people will wonder, who is this amazing person that's really helping out by delivering amazing solution to us? And so what that will do is that will organically, track people to you and bring traffic to your personal pages. And now people will realize, oh, he is an expert in this specific field, which is why he's so amazing at providing the support and providing solutions that we are using. And why not connect with him? Why not follow him? And that brings more people through your pipeline. And ultimately that, as they're following you, right, people that were not your followers before, now they'll become potential customers, because as you're creating content, they will be more interested in watching the content you're creating, right? And those compelling content are going to cause them to take action with your brand. And ultimately your bottom line will be amazing, because you're going to grow, you're going to make more money, and then everybody's going to be winning. So that is something that I use, and is just something that works for me. Very, very, very amazing stuff. All right. And so point number 5 here, which is something that we already talked about, is right here. Take a look. He's talking about adding a call to action, right? A call to action, like I was saying earlier, even though I said it has to be clear, we need to know what type of call to action is appropriate to the type of post that we're releasing, okay? So let's take a step back. Think about, okay, what type of call to action will be ideal? Well, the ideal call to action will have to do with the type of strategy you have in order to grow the traffic that is coming through, in order to leverage the traffic and grow your business, right? So question, what is your ultimate call to action? What do I mean? Out of all the different call to actions that we have the top one, or at least we should have the ultimate, which is, this is the call to action that I mostly use, and this is the one that I really want people to mostly be using in order to spend money with me. And then you have supporting call to actions, which are, maybe subscribe to this, newsletter. But we already know that out of the newsletter, the main call to action will be for them to sign up for this product or service, right? Or follow me on this channel, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Which one is your ultimate call to action? And now, based on your ultimate call to action, does that apply to the post that you're creating, or are you supposed to use a supporting one? Now, here's the thing. Whenever you use a supporting one, right, whatever it takes the person, will the ultimate call to action be present on that page, or those type of things. So it's just a strategy you want to use. You really want to take the time to think about it and strategize on, the best ways to do this type of things. All right. I'm highly encouraging you to look into these things, because these type of things really help me. And of course, there's another point there that's talking about host contests or giveaways. This is amazing. And this is something that when I was building my previous YouTube channel, I've done a lot, which is, really doing giveaways, right? To incentivize people to take action on something specific. So for example, let's say you want to thank them, right? And that's something that's typically done. You want to thank them for, subscribing to your channel. And maybe now you're 5,000 subscribers, right? Or 10,000, you have it. And you want to do a big giveaway to thank them. But there's another way of doing it, this as well, that I want to share with you. What about, you having a free lead magnet, right? And then offering a giveaway for the first 100 people that will sign up for, I don't know, this free course, for example, right? So as you do that, ultimately, the reason why you're doing that is to really get a lot of emails and contact through your email base, which is very, very important, right? We got to grow our email list. But now you incentivize them, right? Now they have a reason, if they were on the fence, to want to jump into your email list or anything like that. Now they may want to do that more. Why? Because they might get something back. Now, here's a part that some folks really miss, and I want to hone onto that, because I do not want anyone to make this mistake, right? So the part that a lot of us miss, right, is we don't take the time to really, a lot of times, based on what I've noticed, is offering something of value, right? What am I talking about? If it's something that, it's just a $20 something. There's nothing wrong with that. But how exciting will it be, right, for somebody to know it's just a $20 gift versus something tangible, right? Depending on the type of conversations that you have on your channel, or the type of content you're under the umbrella of, conversations that you have, right? Think about that for a second. For example, here on my channel, we talk a lot about tech, right? And I help folks building a studio and really building a premium brand, leveraging a professional podcast studio. So if, for example, I wanted to do a giveaway, I could choose to get a Procaster microphone, and my Procaster microphone is a professional microphone that costs about $250, $300, depending on where you get it from, but is a good professional microphone, is something of value, right? So if I were to offer that to my community, I instantly know that most folks in my community will resonate heavily with this microphone, right? So now that I'm asking them to go ahead and sign up for something specific that's not going to cost them any money, now I will be picking the first out of the first, 30 folks or 100 folks that do that. I will be offering this microphone, will be a giveaway, or those type of things, and being transparent on when I will be announcing that. Well, guess what? Now people will be extremely more excited than if I were to say, here's a $10, Amazon microphone, which some people might sign up, versus that. There's a difference in that. So people also look at the value of what you're giving. So let's give quality gift, giveaways. Let them be quality giveaways, because ultimately, if we know that there's no value on capturing somebody's email or contact information, then we know this is nothing. Because in business, when you have somebody's contact and you have specific data on them, you can easily have them purchase from you if you have quality product, and they will spend more than $200. All right. For my business, the average transaction is $1,000. And so I know giving a $200 giveaway is really nothing, or $100, right? I just said $200 as a hypothetical example, but you name it, what you do, the type of business that you have. And so you want to think about that. But it is very important that we take the time to offer high quality gifts to folks, and so that they can want to, jump on us. Now, this is bringing us to the end of this conversation today. Let me know, right? Let me know in the comment section if any of this resonated with you. And if it did, I want to know, right? So that I can keep doing this type of things. And if you appreciate this pop-up on Friday, right, going live, let me know as well, right? Because if you do, then I know You appreciate it, and I will bring more of this to you. And let me know if this type of conversations is something that you appreciate. If you've learned anything from me, let me know. What did you learn? Because I'm always looking to learn from somebody, because I believe that's the best way for us to truly, truly grow, really make an impact. I want to wish you and your family a great weekend. And of course, we'll see you again next week. Next Tuesday, we're coming right here with another amazing guest in the Content Creators University. It's going to be amazing, because we're talking something that, might seem taboo in a lot of conversations when it comes down to business. But we're talking about trauma, right? And how trauma can cripple us in our business. And there's so much to talk about that, so that we do not let certain things block us or take opportunities away from the table for us, and really keep growing. So I want to wish you guys a great time. And we'll be having Bishop Doris Wallace with us here. It's going to be amazing. She's the author of My Trauma, My Healing. So be blessed, family, and looking forward to having you here this coming Tuesday for another amazing conversation here on this channel. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.